Hello and welcome back here at Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for game two here on day one, Phoenix City Collegiate League season. The sun's dipped behind the clouds a little bit. It's still another beautiful hot day out here in in southern Tennessee, as it'll be the Bandits taking on the Smokies here for game two here on day one. Red Bats took over the Smoky Mountain Rain earlier today. Bandits will be the road team. Josie Crossman will start us off here on the mound for this Smoky squad, the U of Delaware product. She will face off against the likes of Christian Fowler. Tonight's second baseman will lead us off here for this Bandits squad, the returner, the former Chattanooga Choo-Choo from last year. Lily Blaylock, the left fielder, will be following her up, followed up by Juliet Marisi, the shortstop in the 3 spot. Allison Stanley will hit in the 4 spot in right field. Avery Dans at first will hit 5th. It'll then be Macy Calhoun behind the plate in the 6th spot. Emmy Clark in center field will hit 7th. Cara Thomas at third base will hit 8th. Robbie Van in the 9th spot will be the DP, and Claire Ferris will be in the 10th spot. First pitch to Fowlers. Take on the outer half for a ball, 1-0. We're underway here for game two here on day one. The Bandits take on the Smokies. Christian Fowler leading us off tonight's second baseman for this Bandit squad. Next pitch on the outer half, called a ball, 2-0. Crossman getting a little squeezed here already in this early count. The returner is well a part of that Smoky squad from last year, wants to run it back once more, the left-hander. Will throw the 2-0. Hits this one softly up back the middle, trying to dive for it, was not able to get to it, was Curry, an outfield single, I should say, for Fowler. Third pitch of the game, she sends it right back up the middle, and that'll be a leadoff single for this Bandit squad. Now it brings up Lily Blaylock. University of West Georgia product, able to get on base here to lead us off. Blaylock, now the left-handed hitter, will face the left-handed pitching Josie Crossman. First pitch from Crossman. Shows bunt, holds it back though, down and in for a ball, 1-0. Blaylock, tonight's left fielder. And for the first time here today, Philly player, the rising freshman out of Saudi Daisy High School. Going to Chat State next season. 1-0. Shows bunt again. Down low, though. Pulls it back. 2-0 now the count. Fowler now at first, the utility super senior from the University of West Georgia. A leadoff single for her. Crossman stepping in on the mound once more. The blue hen now waiting for it on the mound. 2-0. Shows bunt. Fouls it off. Now 2-1. Once again, out of Saudi Daisy High School, the former Trojan, headed off to Chattanooga State next season. Former volleyball player. 447 in 32 games last year at Saudi Daisy. Over 440 across 3 years of varsity. That one stays up and in for a ball, 3-1. Well, that's going to be the late addition last year to this Phoenix City League season on that Smoky squad. Comes back now looking to see if he can get a full summer's worth here. This next pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2, now full count. Sits in the on-deck circle. 3-hole here, Fowler at first. One or nobody out, runner at first. 3-2 from Crossman. Down in the dirt, ball 4. Now second and first, still nobody out. So a full count walk allows runners to reach second and first, and the shortstop Marisi comes up for her first time here today as the rising sophomore out of Georgia Tech comes to the plate. First pitch from Crossman. Lower half a ball, 1-0. Nobody out. A base knock up the middle and a walk have put runners on, and Crossman already in a bit of a pickle here to start. Top of the first inning between the Smokies and the Bandits here of game 2 of day 1. This one fouled off to the right-hand side, trying to make his way to it with Falcom. She just misses it, now 1-1. Trying to make a basket catch on that right side, just couldn't nab it. Reese stays alive for the Marietta, Georgia native. Kell High School, the former Longhorn. Next pitch, fouls this one straight up into the air, trying to reach towards the catcher. She'll hang on. That'll be out number 1. Reese pops up for the catcher. And now it brings up Stanley with one away, and runners is still at second and first. So Allison Stanley, the rising sophomore out of Wenatchee Valley College out of the state of Washington, the JUCO product. First pitch swinging, takes it now 0-1. Moses Lake, Washington, the Lake Covenant Christian School Lion at one point. The 0-1. Down and in. Stays inside, though, now 1-1. Player playing in right field here today. Dan would hit next. Tessa Jacobs makes the first out on the foul fly out from Julia Marie C. Now, the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Second and first, still one away. Fowler with a leadoff single. A walk to Blaylock. Reese pops out. Stanley an opportunity here, the 4-hole hitter today. 2-1 from Crossman. Down in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Jacobs. Runners advance, now second and third, and 3-1 the count. The pass ball there as Jacobs got a piece of it, but it just bounced off the edge for a glove. Now runners in scoring position, and it's threatening here early already in this top half of the frame. Still only one away. Three-one from Crossman. Down on the dirt ball, 4 bases loaded for the Bandits, and still only one out. And now it brings up Dan's with only one away. We'll have a little bit of a powwow in the inner circle once more. Avery Dance, the rising freshman, headed to Cumberland Union High School next year. The catcher, best utility player, playing at first base today. Out of Silverdale Academy, the Seahawks. Get her first appearance here. Bandit squad, who did a lot last year as well, bring in those rising freshmen out of the local area high schools that just had a tendency to do really well. See if they can generate some more here as Dan's in the 5-hole today. We'll get an opportunity now with the bases loaded and still only one away. No score here in the top of the first. Crossman in a pickle here to start, trying to get out of it. When moving from left to right. First pitch from the lefty Crossman. The outer half for a strike, 0-1. Calhoun would hit next. Catcher waiting in the wings, depending on the double play possibility. Fowler at third, Blaylock at second, Stanley at first. 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. But off that one, and Stan's a little early on the swing. Division I product in the circle, trying to get herself out of the pickle that she found herself in. A leadoff single, a walk, second walk after the foul fly out. 0-2 to Dance. Just down and away, 1-2. Smokies and Bandits playing in this second game of day 1 here of this Scenic City Collegiate League season, 2026 summer. 1-2. Hammers this one deep out the left field. Tatum McCall backtracking back to the wall. Overhead, it's gone! And a grand slam for Avery Dans. And a 4-0 lead for the Bandits. First pitch she gets on the inner half. She takes it deep to left field. Tatum McCall was backtracking, just could not reach up and grab it as it skirts over the wall. In a 4-0 lead already for the Bandits. A grand slam for the first baseman. Went down 0-2 in the count and turns it into a grand slam. And now it brings up Calhoun, the catcher, with still only one away. Chops this one, second base side. Knocked down by Curry, throw to first in time. Now 2 away. Bandits now find themselves ahead by 4. A grand slam from the rising freshman headed off to Cumberland University next year. Silverdale Academy product gives the Bandits squad an early lead. Now it brings up Emmy Clark, the center fielder. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Clark comes up for the first time today. Rising sophomore from UNC Greensboro, out of Hampstead, North Carolina. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Now 0-2. Division I product, the Trojan. Went to Topsail High School, the former Pirate. He played basketball as a small forward and was also a softball player there, obviously. See the 0-2 from Crossman. Fouls it off the end of the bat, still 0-2. Topsail was all-state in softball and all-district in basketball all 4 years of her high school career. Last year played in 18 games, got 3 starts to her name, 360 on-base percentage. Fouls this one off on a check swing, still 0-2. Walked 5 times and only struck out twice. Only had 20 at-bats last year, but picked up 4 RBIs, double. Been not a single error in the field. 0-2 the count. Next pitch from Crossman. Hits this one softly, left-hand side. Picked up by the shortstop for the moment there. It'll be Curry, and she'll hang on. That'll be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the first. 4-run score. A pair of walks, 2 hits. And the Bandits find themselves ahead here early. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom of the first inning. Smokies will have to see what they can do on offense. Bandits now lead 4-0. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back, everyone, here to Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 4-0 your score. The Bandits already find themselves ahead by 4 over the Smokies. Smokies come up for the first time here today in the bottom of the first as a grand slam from Avery Dans gives this Bandits squad the lead. It'll be Clara Faris on the mound for this Bandit squad, the IU Indy product, as she'll have to face off against the likes of Logan Curry. Lead us off here tonight's center fielder. She'll step in for the very first time out of Cummings, Georgia, the rising sophomore from Iowa U. She'll be followed up by Allie Supin, as well as the Hooter, who will be the 3-hole hitter. Hits this one third base side, gets through into left field. First pitch, first swing, first hit for the Smokies. And a runner on already to start us off here in the bottom of the first. But no time to waste on that one. Now it'll be the third baseman. Steps up for the first time here today. Supin steps in, the rising sophomore out of Mississippi State. First pitch outside for ball 1. To be honest with you, this Smoky squad is loaded with a lot of D1 talent. As far as one of those products as well from Phoenix City, Alabama, former Red Devil out of Central High School, Mississippi State Bulldog sees this one outside for 1-1. Hunter will hit next as the second baseman. Tatum McCool, the returner in left field, will hit in the 4th spot. Riley Peshek will be at shortstop, hitting 5th. That's Balcom tonight's first baseman in the 6th spot. As this one's laced out towards center field, backing it up to the wall. This one's gonna go. Oh, he's been able to take that one deep to center. And the Mississippi State product bounces right back. 4-2 now your score. Smokies get right back at it. A 2-run shot to straightaway center. A little bit of breeze helped it out. And nobody out still here as the Smokies have taken advantage early. And now it brings up the second baseman Hooter. Livy Hooter now the rising sophomore out of Alabama State from Gurley, Alabama. Born in the Huntsville area. Comes up for her first time. Takes it just inside. Almost found her in the legs there, 1-0. Cole will hit next. Peshek will hit in the 5 spot. Balcom in the 6 spot. Mario Horner out of Oregon State will be in right field hitting 7th. Laura Padgett, the DP, will be in the 8th spot. Tessa Jacobs, the catcher, will hit 9th. The next pitch is hit hard to the left-hand side. It's through another base hit for the Smokies. And here's that offense already rolling. It'll be Josie Crossman who will hit 10th as the pitcher as well. But now it's Tatum McCool, the Jacksonville U product. A couple of her Jacksonville teammates over on that Red Bats side played in game 1. They took that one 12-9 earlier today. As now McCool, who was part of this squad last year, a major hitter in this team, takes the first pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. 4-2 now your score. 3 straight hits, a single, a home run, and another single have put the Smokies within 2. Ferris now just trying to settle in. 1-0. Stays high, it's a strike. Throw down to first, not in time. 1-1. Cool Jay's left fielder, also a lot of experience at first base, has that corner outfield experience. A returner once more. 1-1. Inside first strike. Runner goes. Throw it on a second. Not in time. It bounces into center field. A stolen base. Runner in scoring position with still nobody out. Suter able to make her way into second. Cool now down in the count 1-2. 1-2, hit first base side, knocked down, lost it for a moment, able to pick it up though, will be a ground out to first. The runner does advance, so 1 away on the ground out from McCool. Lost it for a moment there with the first baseman Dance, but able to hold on. And now 1 away with a runner at third, and it brings up Riley Peshek for the first time here today. Shortstop comes up for her first attempt. First pitch outside, first strike, 0-1. Peshek, the rising senior, Washington University. So you chose this one inside, first strike, 0-2. Peshek from Fox Island, Washington. Probably the furthest you can get from here in terms of distance. Out in that west side of the northwest corner of the United States. The 0-2. Stays in the dirt now, 1-2. The Husky stepping in once more from Gig Harbor High School, the former Tide. Started her college career at Montana U, transferred to Washington her sophomore year. The 1-2. Hammers this one, third base side, gets through. It'll be an RBI single. She'll turn and look towards 2. She'll make a couple strides, but not advance. 4-3 now your score, and the Smokies bring it within 1. Now it brings up the dangerous Alyssa Balcom. The runner still at first, and still only 1 out. 4-3 now your score. It's looking like another high-scoring affair. We saw 21 runs in that first game. We already have 7 here in this second, and that one stays outside for ball 1. As Balcom, the Oakland U product, comes back once more to this Chattanooga side. She dealt with a bit of a hand injury last summer. Came back and was one of the league leaders in doubles and slugging percentage. Next one's outside once more, 2-0. Was on that Smoky Mountain Range squad that won it last year. She now joins the Smokies. Coach Go3 poaches her. Team in black and white. Next pitch, hammers it left-hand side, foul, 2-1. On that Macomb, Michigan. Former Dakota Cougar. Led Oakland this past season in on-base percentage, whip, and pitching. She can do both. Most likely try and do it a little bit more here this summer. 2-1. Hits this one hard, deep out the left center field. This ball's gonna go! And another home run for the Smokies. They take the lead 5-4. And another home run. Smokies now lead at 9 runs here in this first inning. Another long shot. The center fielder in Emmy Clark didn't even move. Still only one out, brings up Amaria Horner. And for those that follow along, you probably suspected this Smoky squad was going to have some crazy offense. They're showing it out here. As now Horner lifts this one to left field. That ball's going to get down as well. Another base hit. Keep the line moving. Claire Ferris now just trying to get out of this inning as Division I product in the circle, just trying to get out of it here. To tell you how strong this Smokies hitting lineup is. 5-4 now your score. The Smokies lead. A grand slam in the top half of the inning made it look like the Bandits had a good chance to take this one as it's fouled off by Allura Paget, 0-1. Smokies have now come out with a fierce fire already here in the bottom of the first. Paget steps in, was part of this squad last season as well, dealt with the hamstring injury that limited her for a lot of the summer, fouls this one off 0-2. Kept her out of the lineup for about 2/3, if not 3/4 of that season. Comes back now, looks to see what she can do here for a second summer of Scenic City Collegiate League ball. 0-2. Outside, now 1-2. Jacobs would hit next, given the chance here. Out of Banjo University, the NAIA school. Marshfield, Missouri. Rising senior steps up 1-2. Takes it right over the heart, high in the zone. I assume 2-2. Paget stays alive. Horner at first after the single. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to first, not in time. Second out of the inning. Paget goes down swinging. Tessa Jacobs now will step in with 2 outs and a runner still at first. 5-4 now your score. The Smokies lead over the Bandits. First pitch, takes it on the inner half for a strike, 0-1. Catcher now makes her way in. 9-hole hitter. Smokies just trying to pat around the lineup at this point as the Calhoun Community College product, the rising sophomore. One down and away now, 1-1. Jacobs out of Newmarket, Alabama. Buckhorn High School, the former Buck, literally. 1-1. Hits this one hard left-hand side, foul, 1-2. Feels like these Smoky players have just been ripping the ball down that left-hand side. A couple of knocks now to that left field wall and just into that left center field gap, it feels like. Jacobs trying to keep the inning alive. They're trying to get out of it. Next pitch in the dirt now, 2-2. Josie Crossman would hit next, the pitcher, if given the chance. Funny enough, wearing the helmet of Logan Curry. 2-2. Hits this one softly, left center field, trying to race it down by the center fielder. Makes the catch, is Fowler, and that'll end the inning. 5 runs for the Smokies. They find themselves ahead here after 1. 6 hits in the inning. No run or 1 runner gets left stranded. No errors. We'll go to the top of the second. 9 runs scored in the first between the two sides. 4-5 your score. The Smokies leader of the Bandits here from Janet Tate Stadium. Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break for more Scenic City Collegiate League action here on day one, game two of this SWCL season. Top of the second inning we go. 5-4 now your score. The Smokies find themselves ahead. Bandits will try and see if they can answer right back. 8, 9, and 10 will come up to the plate. It'll be Cara Thomas to lead them off before Robbie Van and Clara Ferris will be following them up. As it will be Josie Crossan stepping back out once more on the mound from Cummings, Georgia. The rising senior will make her way back out to the circle. First pitch to Thomas, the third baseman, will be a ball down and away, 1-0. Thomas out of Gaston College, the JUCO product. See the 1 out. Away once more, 2-0. From Moncur, North Carolina, the former Northwood Charger. Did not play her freshman year at Gaston, then played last season 18 games. 2-0. Check swing, did she go? They will say she did, 2-1. Robbie Van will hit next. Thomas now steps in once for the first time here today. The 2-1. Big swing and a miss, now 2-2. Thomas teammates with portion of that Red Bat squad. Separate teams this season. The 2-2 hits this one softly out towards deep left center field. This one's going to go all the way to the fence off the bottom half of the wall. It'll be a single as that one goes all the way to the bottom of the fence. And now a runner on with nobody out, and the offense continues to boom here between both sides. That one just continued to float. The wind's carrying it and went from left to right, from home to center field, and that thing just kept flying with it. Now it brings up Robbie Van for her first appearance now. Robbie Van of that Chattanooga Choo-Choo squad last summer comes back as the rising senior from Abraham Baldwin Agriculture College, the NAIA school. Shows bunt, fouls it off 0-1. Originally started her college career at Georgia Military College before making the transfer to ABAC last year. Camilla, Georgia once more. Last season was primarily went as a pitcher. This one's chopped to the second base side, knocked down, picked up at second one. Throw to first is not in time. It'll be a fielder's choice and one away. Van's able to leg out the hit, or able to leg it out to first base. Trying to turn two solo there was Suter, was able to get the ball to second, but a runner at first, and it brings up like Christian Fowler, so it won't be Ferris. She will be out as the flex. So now runner at first with one out. She'll show bunt and foul it off 0-1. So Fowler, who already has the leadoff single here today, second baseman who's also a part of that Choo-Choo squad, poached over to the Bandits this summer. Super utility player out of UWG. Friend, Georgia. Hits this one softly. Crossman knocks it down. Goes to second with it one. Throw to first is going to be offline. It'll be an out at least at second. Runner does make it on once more. 2 away. Runner still at first, and it brings up Blaylock. Now it brings up Blaylock, a walk already for her today. 2 outs and Fowler at first. So 4-5 your score. First pitch to her is a strike 0-1. Blaylock in left field here today once more. Draw the walk that continued the line order that was that 4-run first inning thanks to the grand slam by Dan. Crossman trying to settle down here in the second. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. Fowler has to scurry back to first. Would be next if given the chance. Next pitch, down in the dirt, ball away. Fowler takes off for second. She'll be in there safely. A stolen base for Christian Fowler. 1-2 now the count, and a runner in scoring position now for Blaylock if she's able to get it moving. Soon to be Chatstave commit, makes her way up once more. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. Crossman gets out of the inning, and we go to the bottom half of the second. First strikeout of the ballgame for Crossman. 1 hit, couple fielder's choices, a strikeout, and 1 runner gets left stranded. No errors made. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Still 5-4 your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits. Smokies going to see if they can continue to get the line moving here in the second frame. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the second inning we go here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Smokies come back up to hit once more. They lead by 1. Claire Ferris now will just try and see if she can settle in on this one. Curry, who got a leadoff single, first pitch, first swing, and got herself on, came around to score in that first inning. Comes up for the second time here today, the Iowa product. That one goes outside for ball 1. Curry comes up for the second time here today. A run scored again already here earlier. Leadoff single for her. Top this one. Shallow right center field. Trying to call it off will be Blaylock and right. She'll make it up. That'll be out number 1. 1 down now. That was actually Allison Stanley in right. I apologize for that. Who was able to make the play. But now it brings up, looking for the first time here today, or excuse me, second time here today. She hit that 2-run homer in that first inning that went out to right center field. As this one stays high and away for ball 1. Third baseman from Mississippi State, the Bulldog, comes up once more. 2-run homer already for her today. That one stays just on the outer half for a strike. 1-1. Good look for the Smoky squad. The best way to describe it, when you have a Pac-12, 2 Big Tens, and an SEC product in your lineup, you're looking pretty good offensively. You've shown it here already. Again, 5-4 your score. The Smokies lead after through the first half of 2. That one stays away for a ball. 2-1. It would hit next once more. 2-1. It's this one, shortstop side, knocked down, throw to first is not in time, an infield single, great wheels by the third baseman. And now a runner on with only 1 out. Shortstop Marisi had to try and pick it and throw quickly, was not able to get it out of her glove in time. So an infield hit. And now Now it brings up the second baseman, Huter, with a single already today. First pitch to her is inside for a ball 1-0. Runner at first, still one out. Now the Gurley, Alabama native comes up once more. It's this one softly in foul ground, left-hand side, picked up by the third baseman for out number 2. Sarah Thomas is able to hold on. Now 2 outs, runner still at first. Tatum McColl, who grounded out the first base for first time up. She was the first out of that first inning, but advanced the runners. Take this one down in the dirt for a ball. Runner goes down to second, not in time, a stolen base. That one stayed down in the dirt. Fortunately for the catcher, Macy Calhoun, she didn't really have a play on the runner, but stolen base for Supin. Poole comes up with a runner in scoring position, hits this one hard out to center field. Backing up, able to make the grab, though, will be the center fielder, Emery Clark, and that will end the inning. One hit, no errors, one runner gets left stranded, no runs come across. So after 9 runs in the first inning, we get 0 through the second. And just like that, we go now to the top of the third inning. 4-5 still your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits. We'll be right back after this quick break for this, or top of the third inning here from Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga. We're watching Phoenix City Collegiate League softball. Get ready here for the remainder of Game 2 here on day 1. Top of the third inning we go. 4-5 your score. The Smokies lead over the Bandits here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Here on a beautiful day 1, Game 2 of the Phoenix City Collegiate League Summer for 2026. Smokies lead. It'll be the Bandits who come up, though, once more, trying to see if they can respond back. Found that grand slam in that first inning and haven't been able to get any runs going since. Granted, it's only been an inning since, but will now be 3, 4, and 5 who come up to the plate. First pitch on the outer half for a strike is 0-1. Georgia Tech product comes to the plate for the second time today, Marisi. Shortstop who flew out to catcher her last time up. Marietta, Georgia, mostly a pinch runner last year and fielding replacement for that Georgia Tech squad. She'll foul this one off 0-2. We're going to kind of get some extra reps here this summer. Her one plate appearance, she did walk, has scored 7 runs. All in the field, did not commit a single error in the outfield. Or in the infield, I should say, as well. The 0-2 stays in the dirt now, 1-2. Raquel Longhorn, first team All-State her senior year. 1-2. It's this one softly out towards center field. That ball's going to get in, and it'll be a base knock once more. Marisi able to get on for her first hit of this SCCL season. Now brings up Stanley, who walked her last appearance for the second time today. Able to fight back from an 0-2 count and is able to just kind of drop one into shallow left center field. Now it brings up the right fielder, Stanley, who again took that walk earlier in that first inning before the grand slam from Avery Dance, who hits next. Shows bunt, lays it down perfectly. Crossman's going to let it go. Picked up by Super, the third baseman. Doesn't go to first, goes to second with it, but able to get back in safely. As beautiful base running by Marisi almost got taken down. Super with a heads-up play, but not able to make it to second in time. So a infield single by Stanley on the bunt allows the runner to advance, and now with still nobody out, brings up Dance, who already has a grand slam here today. First pitch from Crossman. Hits it hard up and out of play, 0-1. Bandits are threatening once more. Marisi at second, Stanley at first. With a very smart play, does call off Crossman to get to the ball, does not throw it to first, realizing she didn't have a play, tried to go to second with it, but just could not pick off the runner. Another swing by Dance is fouling off 0-2. Rising freshman committed to Cumberland University, Silverdale Academy, looking to see what she can do here in her second at-bat of the season. 0-2 from Crossman. Stays high now, 1-2. Calhoun would hit next to ground out to second her last time up. And the first baseman today, plays catcher as well. The Fury Platinum team as well for travel ball. See the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Crossman gets out number one. And goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for her now as it brings up Calhoun, the catcher. Dyersburg State JUCO school steps in. We'll see the first pitch on the outer half for a strike. Good framework will make it 0-1. Owensboro, Kentucky. Paulo Eagle formerly. Committed to Cumberland International NAI school for next season. 0-1. Outside and away, now 1-1. Still only one out. Runners at second and first. Stanley at first. Second is Marisi. Moon looks to see what she can do. 1-1. Fouls this one off now, 1-2. And it's down by one, 5-4. They had that grand slam in that first inning before the Smokies found 5 alone in that first inning of work. They've had no scoring since in that second frame. Crossman now just trying to work out the pickle. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Crossman. Now it brings up Emmy Clark. Clark popped up for the shortstop her last time up. Now looking to see what she can do as tonight's center fielder. First pitch, fouls it up and out of play, 0-1. Clark from Hampstead, North Carolina, again, UNC Greensboro product. Rising sophomore. Last season, again, had only 5 walks and only 2 strikeouts in her 20 at-bats. Deal one and fouls this one off the end of the bat, now 0-2. PD center fielder steps in once more. 360 on-base percentage last year in those 20 at-bats. See what she can do here with runners at second and first. 2 outs. Crossman trying to get out of it. Already has 2 strikeouts. The 0-2. Fouls this one off once more. Stays alive. Lefty-lefty battle continues here. Rising senior again out of the University of Delaware. Pitched for a little bit last season here in the Phoenix City League. Come back around once more. The 0-2 bounces in the dirt, stays low, 1-2. Or Thomas would get the chance to hit next if given the opportunity. A single for her already in this game. Clark can continue the run. 1-2. Hits this one softly, second base side. It'll be picked up by the likes of Balcom, and that will end the inning. 2 hits, 2 runners get left stranded, no runs come across. Bandits still find themselves down 5-4. Smokies will come back up to hit here for the bottom of the third inning. From Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League. Get ready for the bottom of the third inning here in Game 2 of Day 1 SWCL season here in 2026. We'll be right back after this quick break for the bottom half of the frame. Bottom of the third inning we go here from Janet Tate Stadium here in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's the Scenic City Collegiate League matchup between the Bandits and the Smokies. Smokies coming up here ahead of 5-4 of this Bandits squad. We will have Robbie Van make her way into the mound. She'll now be now come in relief of Ferris. Ferris goes 2 innings and gets pulled here for now for Robbie Van. Sorry, hitting in this matchup will throw the first pitch down and in for a strike, 0-1. Van will make her way onto the mound for the very first time here in this season. Riley Peshek will step across from her at the plate. A single already for her and an RBI scored. Well, the run that came across. See that one high in the zone, now 1-1. And again from Georgia Military College last summer. Made the transfer out, was able to join up in the NAIAs. This one's lifted deep out to right field, backtracking all the way to the wall. It's gone! Another homer for the Smokies. This one belongs to Riley Peshek. 4-6 now your score. Peshek with yet another RBI to her total, a home run this time, as she takes that one deep out to right field. A rude introduction to Robbie Van. Now it'll be Alyssa Balcom who comes up. Balcom already homered here in this game. Will take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Van, who was on that choo-choo squad last season. Balcom, who was on the Reign last year. So 2 players who were on 2 different teams last season now are meeting again in 2 different uniforms. We'll see the 0-1. Inside, takes a big hack at it, now 0-2 for the Oakland U product. Robbie Van coming in relief of Claire Farice. She goes 2 innings. Van out of ABAC, the NAIA school, Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. This one gets laced out to center field. That ball's going to get down. Be knocked down by Emmy Clark, but a base hit for the likes of Alyssa Balcom. Smokies continue the line. Maria Horner will now step up. The runner at first and still nobody out. Smoky squad with that offense. Oregon State product now steps in. First pitch down to the dirt, 1-0, as Horner, who was on this Smokies team last year, pitched and hit, had a very successful season at the plate. Struggled to start the summer a little bit, but was able to kind of lock it in there in the back half of that Smoky season. Hits this one hard, third base side, bounces off the third base bag and into left field. It'll be another knock for Horner, second and first now with nobody out. And you see what I mean? Transferred to Oregon State last summer. primarily as a pitcher, but has swung the bat well here in the SCCL. Now Paget steps up for the second time today, went down swinging her first time up. First pitch on the outer half was going to be called for a strike, 0-1. It's your last season on this Smokies squad. Started off the year pretty well. Unfortunately, again, had to deal with that hamstring injury. That one stays inside, 1-1. That limited her for a lot of the summer. When she did get to play, mostly just as a pinch hitter, just due to the fact that dealing with the injury. Comes back, though, for another run around. Take a big hack of the off speed, now 1-2. Former Crowder College product. Played 20 games last year, had only one start, but a couple of walks. No errors, and this one's chopped to the pitcher, Robbie Van. Will go to first with it for one away. Runners do advance now second and third, and only one out as Paget will at least advance the runners. So second and third now with one away brings up Tessa Jacobs. Fly out to center her last time up. Catcher makes her way in for the second time today. Chop this one, third base side. Go through the legs of the third baseman. A run will score, and now runners at second and first makes it 4-7. So Balcom comes in to score. Horner holds up at second, now second and first. In a weird moment there where third baseman Kura Thomas just had to kind of kick through her 5-hole. Now it brings up Curry for the third time today. A single and a fly out to right, her 2 times up. Takes an off speed for a strike. Oh, that's a ball. Excuse me. That one just stayed high. I'm assuming 1-0. 1-0 from Robbie Van. Fouls this one off now, 1-1. IOU product out of the Big Ten school. Way up once again for the third time here today. Sophomore would take that one outside for a strike, 1-2. A center fielder, again, a single and a run scored, came around on that soup and 2-run homer in that first inning. North Forsyth High School, the former Raider. Hits this one softly right-hand side into shallow right field. This ball will be caught by the second baseman. Horner's going to try and tag up and go to third. The throw's on the money. It goes wide and out of play almost. Horner's going to get up and try and score. She will standing. The runner advances to second and Jacobs. So in a way, almost like a sacrifice fly, the run will score 8-4 now. So the second baseman and Fowler able to make the grab. The ball gets away from Thomas at third. Jacobs is able to advance on the air as that one's called a strike, 0-1 to Supin. She comes up for the third time today. So an unearned run will score. Runner at second now. That one stays that are 1-1. 3 have come across here in the bottom of the third inning. Curry will fly out to second. It will be an error on Thomas at third as Jacobs advances on the throw. The ball kicked away and got into got into left field essentially. 1-1 stays down and in for a ball, 2-1. State product steps in once more. 2-1. Big swing and a miss, the off speed, and she puts her head to the sky. She was willing to try and put that one in the sky and instead swings right through it. Comes up once more. 2-2. Stays inside, full count now. Jacobs still stands at second. Smokies trying to tack on a few more possibly since he's already got a homer and a single here today, a stolen base as well. Mississippi State Bulldog takes this one out towards center field, trying to race it down is Emmy Clark. She will be there for out number 3. That will end the 3rd inning. 3 runs do come across. The runner gets left stranded at second, but the Bandits able to minimize the remaining damage. They now find themselves down 8-4 as they'll come up to hit. Smokies lead here through 3 here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll head to the 4th inning. We'll be right back here from the Scenic City Collegiate League of the 2026 summer here on day 1, game 2. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 4th inning we go. 8-4 now your score. The Smokies find themselves ahead by 4. A couple changes here for the Smokies squad. Horner and McCool will trade places. McCool now in right field. Horner now in left. Padgett will move to first base as his first pitch will be down and away from the new pitcher. Avery Shamblin will now step into the circle. Crossman's night ends at 3 innings of work. Burkhart now her new starting catcher as it'll be Pescic and Hooter who also change positions. They now move between second and short. A big swing and a miss, now 1-1. Hitter Cara Thomas now trying to see if she can get herself on. Shamblin now, the new pitcher, will step in. Right-hander throws the 1-1. Fastball fouling off 1-2. A lot of heat coming off that arm already here. One will make her debut here this season. Rising junior from Charlotte University. Former native of Cleveland, Tennessee. The 1-2. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Thomas goes down swinging and it brings up Robbie Van, the new pitcher for this Bandit squad, as Shamblin went from Cleveland High School to former Raider, but mostly attended the Baylor School, the former Red Raider. Big swing from Robbie Van for strike 1. Shamblin, 3-time state champ of the Baylor School. Their sister Kendall actually plays at Middle Tennessee State as a golfer. Foul tips this one off, 0-2. Burkhart now behind the plate as well. Shamblin made her debut her rookie year against number 10 LSU, or excuse me, her freshman year. It's essentially a rookie year. And we'll show the 0-2. Stays high in the zone, now 1-2. We're trying to make quick work here. 2-1 this last season in 16 appearances, made 3 starts. 40 in the 3rd inning, picked up 29 strikeouts and a save. The AAC championship this past season as that one stays away for 2-2. Formerly our former statistic girl, the teammate of Jenna Lord. 2-2. Hits this one out towards center field. Getting underneath it will be the center fielder, and Curry for out number 2. Go to the top half of the order now. It'll bring up Fowler for the second time. Reached on a fielder's choice her last time up with stolen base, a run scored, and a single already for her. Stat sheet stuffers, it looks like. All she needs is a home run to really just get everything going. So the player steps in once more. Second base here today for this Bandit squad. First pitch. He's down and in for a ball 1-1 or 1-0. Division I products step across from one another here between plate and circle. University of West Georgia versus the Charlotte UNATR product on the mound. This one stays outside now, 2-0. Laylock would hit next if given the opportunity. A walk and a strikeout, swinging her last 2 times up. Next pitch to Fowler. He's out and away once more, 3-0. We'll see if she gets the green light. With nobody on and 2 away. Down by 4, 8-4 your score. The Smokies lead here through the top half of 4. Second game here of this day 1 season. Next pitch and the under half for a strike, 3-1. Amblin, who also made 14 starts her first year, have this one hit to the right-hand side. That ball's going to get fair and all the way to the wall. Tina McCool's going to have to chase after in foul ground. Fowler's going to try and turn for 3. Here's the throw into third. She's going to make it in sliding. A triple for Christian Fowler. And what I say earlier about that stat stuffer, she's able to just lace that one just inside that right field line, able to floor it all the way around to third. And the first triple of the Scenic City Collegiate League season belongs to Fowler. And now a runner in scoring position with 2 away for Blaylock. First pitch. Takes it for a strike, 0-1. Fowler with her second hit of the day, single and a triple for her already. Yo 1. Outer half now stays at 1-1. Blaylock stays left fielder, a run scored. A walk and a swinging strikeout her last time up for her first hit of the day. 1-1. Big swing and a miss, now 1-2. Blaylock, the Chat State commit, former Saudi Daisy Trojan, graduated a little while ago, former volleyball player. The 1-2. That's this one, foul left-hand side, trying to get after it with Supin. She will not make the dive as the incoming brick wall was coming. So 1-2 now, the count to Blaylock. Blaylock, 32 games last year. Hit a 447, had over 1,000 OPS, 45 runs, 35 stolen bases. High school level. Takes a big swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the top half of the frame. Pair of strikeouts. It's Shamblin out of the inning, and that will end it here with a runner at third. 1 hit, no errors made. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Smokies still lead 8-4 here over this Bandit squad. Let's see if they can continue to add on to their total here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching day 1 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season, game 2. Right back at this quick break for the bottom half of the inning. bottom of the fourth inning. 8-4 your score. The Smokies find themselves ahead here over this Bandits squad. So the bottom half of the inning, Robbie Van will try and get in for her second inning of work here. Smokies come up once again. 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Hooter, McCool, and Pescic. First pitch stays down in the zone for a strike, 0-1. These great Division I products up to the plate here. Hooter now at shortstop, started off the game at second base before the move over. McCool will be next. Tonight's now right fielder after starting out in left. Hits this one, hit sharply, second base side, knocked down by Fowler, throw to first in time, 1 away. Now McCool comes up 0 for 2 on the day. Slugging outfield from Jacksonville University. Let's see what she can do against Robbie Van. She'll chop this one, second base side. Fowler again to first in time, 2 away. 2 swings, 2 ground balls to second, and 2 outs. And now it brings up Pescic, who now sits at second base after trading spots with Hooter. Already a single and a home run for her today, a solo shot in that third inning. Rude introduction to Robbie Van. Comes up for now the third time today. Sees an off-speed pitch for a strike, 0-1. Single, 2 RBIs to her name. 2-run shot, or excuse me, a solo shot to start us off in that third inning. That one just inside for a strike, 0-2. Washington product, the former Montana Grizzly. Then once more. 0-2. Way out and away, now 1-2. And trying to see if she can make this a quick inning. They're trying to continue that line moving. Smoky squad that has continued to just lay on the offense. One, two. Hits this one hard down the left field line. It's going to be just foul. Got around a little too early on that one. It would have been her second home run possibly of the game. Just got a little too far out in front of it. 1-2. Off speed, hammer, third base side, gets through it all the way to the wall and left. This will be a double for her if she makes it in standing. She will indeed. A double for Pescic, and now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. A homer, a single, and a double for her already. Looking to see if she can create a little bit of a 2-out lightning with Alyssa Balcom. Already a homer and a single of her own. A run scored. Let's see what she can do here. Leading sluggers last season. Oakland new product comes up. First pitch fouls it off 0-1. Balcom again from Macomb, Michigan. Had a strong summer last year as well. Dealt with a little bit of a hand injury that limited her a lot of her pitching, as that one just stays outside 1-1. Limited her a lot during that back half of the season as well, when the rain really started to pick it up. Turned into that juggernaut in the back half of the playoffs. Now the 1-1. Hits this one hard, deep out the left center field. Emmy Clark has it over her head. It's another home run for Alyssa Balcom. And now 10-4 your score. Balcom already 2 homers on the day. Another RBI scored, another run for her as well. And she just picks up right where she left off last season. As Horner comes up now for the third time today, 2 singles already for her. 10-4 now your score. And as mentioned before, the Smoky squad really know how to swing the bat. Horner got it knocked down at short, though. Throw for Marisi to first, not in time. A diving attempt for Marisi at short could not get Horner out. So an infield single, third single of the day for Horner. Now brings up Padgett with 2 outs and a runner on. 10-4 your score. The Smokies add on a pair on the 2-run shot from Balcom, her second home run of the game. First pitch to Patchett's up in the zone for a ball, 1-0. Sun settles behind the clouds a little bit here to give us all a little bit of break from the sunlight against it. Probably the hottest day this week now. It's about 92 degrees today. The 1-0 stays high now, 2-0. It's been a beautiful day so far. Hasn't been really any lick of weather to be concerned about. 2-0. Fouls this one off on a check swing, 2-1. Horner now stands at first. Got back-to-back roundouts to the second before Peshtick and Balcom had a double and a home run. Horner takes a single. I've been looking for her first hit of this ball game. Grounded out the pitcher her last time up. Takes it inside for a strike, 2-2. Casey Burkhart would get her first opportunity to hit if given the opportunity. 2-2. Inside cold, strike 3, and that will end the inning. The runner does get left stranded. 2 come across. 10-4 now your score. The Smokies lead. We go to the top of the 5th. Bandits will come up once more. Trying to see if they can get some offense rolling since that first frame. Smokies trying to continue to lay it down here. We'll be right back after this quick break here in the going to the top of the 5th inning from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back here for the rest of day 1 here in Game 2 here in just a moment. Top of the 5th inning we go. 4-10 your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits. Trying to see if they can get something going here now in this top half of the frame. Julia Marisi, who comes in to start us off. Georgia Tech product steps in. 3, 4, and 5 will come up now for this Bandits squad. Shamblin once more coming out. First pitch will be down in the dirt for ball 1. We'll see the next one outside now, 2-0. And out of Georgia Tech, Yellow Jackets stepping in for the 3rd time here today. Single and a fly out to the catcher, her 2 times up. 2-0. Check swing did not go. Stays high for 3-0. 2 Division I products step across from one another. Charlotte 49er on the mound. The Yellow Jacket from Georgia Tech at the plate. 3-0. Just outside for a strike, 3-1. Stanley and Dans would hit next. Walk and a single for Stanley. Grand slam and a strikeout for Dans. Next pitch. Hits this one hard out to center field. Backing up as the center fielder to the wall will make the catch for out number 1 is Curry. Gets a hold of that one, but not able to get enough air underneath it as the breeze kills the ball from making its way all the way out. Now it brings up Stanley for the 3rd time today. Allison Stanley, the right fielder, also from Washington, will foul this one off, 0-1. 1 of two Washington natives here this season, alongside obviously Riley Peshik, although I think she's out from a little bit further considering the island that she is from the northwest corner of the Washington state. Coming from Moses Lake, Washington, fouls this one off, now 0-2. If my geography is off that by that much, I apologize. I was an English teacher. 39 games last year for Stanley at JUCO school. Now steps in once more here. 0-2 the count, one out. Nobody on next pitch. Takes a big swing and a miss. Strike three, two away. Strikeout once more here. Chamblin now puts two outs and nobody on for Avery Dans. He traded places with Macy Calhoun earlier in that fourth inning. He now sits behind the plate. First pitch to her is a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Grand slam already for her today in that first inning that gave the Bandits all their runs. Have not been able to get anything going since. She struck out swinging her last time. She'll take a big hack at this one, 0-2. Calhoun would hit next if given the chance, a ground out and a strikeout swinging her two times up. Dan's trying to keep the inning alive. 0-2. On the outer half, called strike three, and that will end the top of the fifth inning. Quick 1-2-3, no hits, no errors, nobody gets left on base, no runs come across. 10-4, still your score. The Smokies lead over the Bandits here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're watching Scenic City Collegiate League. We go to the bottom half of the fifth inning here in just a moment. Smokies try and see if they can continue to add on to their lead here on day one. Game two of this 2026 summer. We'll be back in just a moment. New pitcher on the mound for the Bandits here as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. 10-4 your score. Smokies still lead here by 6 through the top half of 5. We go to the bottom half of the frame. A new pitcher steps onto the mound. He'll beat the likes of Emma Zyman, the Bryan College, the NAIA product, the rising junior, who also plays a little bit of first base, steps in for the first time here. Chickamauga, Georgia. She will now have to deal with the likes of this Smokies lineup. It will be Logan Curry, who steps in once again. First pitch is the ball outside, 1-0. Actually, this is Macy Burkhart. I am seeing 9s and 6s, apparently. It's fine. Macy Burkhart steps in for the first time. Next pitch to her is outside, 2-2, or 2-0. I think the sun's getting to me. Macy Burkhart steps in for the first time here today. Came in during that fourth inning as the catcher now. Hits this one sharply, second base side, knocked down by Fowler. Throws the first in time for an out number 1. One down here now as Burkhart grounds out. And it brings up now Logan Curry. Burkhart, the sophomore out of Jacksonville U, grounds out. Now it brings up Curry, the Iowa U product. See what she can do here. Already a single, a fly out to right, and a fly out to second her last 2 times up, as this one stays high for a ball 1-0. On a run scored her first time up when she took the first pitch she saw and laced it into left field. Takes this one and fouls it off 1-1. Cummins, Georgia native now, stepping in for the 4th time today. Rising sophomore from North Forsyth High School. 24 games last year, mostly as a pinch runner and defensive replacement, but takes this one out and away now, 2-1. Younger sister also plays at North Forsyth, will graduate in 2028. Holds her high school record for hits and a hitting streak at 173 in 36 straight games. That one's a ball, 3-1. Over 440, 143 runs during her high school time. Great-grandfather Bill actually played for the Washington Senators in the major league, as this one bounces into center field off the diving shortstop. Gracie got a piece of it, could not hang on to it. It will be a single and a runner on with only 1 out. Diving attempt just could not hold on to it. Second hit of the day now for Logan Curry, put the runner on. Supin already has a single and a 2-run shot earlier. That one stays out away, gets away from the catcher, as this will allow the runner to advance. So now second base will go Curry, with only 1 out and a 1-0 count now for the Mississippi State Bulldog at the plate. The 1-0. Just outside, 2-0 now the count. And now the left-hander on the mound, the NAIA product, in relief of Robbie Van, who goes through 2. 2-0. High in the zone, called a strike, 2-1. Hitter would hit next if given the chance. Seven straight Division I products step in line for the Smokies lineup. And now here's Supin, hits it to shortstop, knocked down by Marisi, can't keep it in front though. Throw to first is not in time. A bit of a bobble there allows the runners to advance. So now first and third with still 1 away. Able to knock it down, just could not keep it in the glove. So now runners at the corner with only 1 away brings up the Alabama State product. Now here's Huter, the rising sophomore, once more. Runners the corners, pitch stays high, runner will take off for second. They will get in standing Supin, so that'll be stolen base with no throw. Now second and third with still only 1 out. Already with a single run scored, flew out to third base her second time up, but she'll foul this one off, now 1-1. Rounded out to second to start off that 4th inning. And McCool would come next if possible. 0 for 3 is she, trying to see if she can get her first hit of the season. 1-1. Just outside, now 2-1 the count. One out, runners at second and third. Next pitch. Hits this one sharply. Second base side, knocked down by Fowler, and that'll be out number 2. Good swing, just finds the glove of the second baseman. Way now here in this that is the bottom of the 5th inning. I almost said second frame. It's 2 outs. Now Tatum McCool with second and third and 2 away comes up. First pitch to her is down and in for a ball, 1-0. The left-handed outfielder stepping in for the 4th time today. Has grounded out the first, flew out to center. Rounded out the second, her last time up, looking for her first hit. Was one of the league leaders in OPS last year in the Phoenix City League. That one comes in and hits her right on the thigh. Now, bases loaded with 2 away. She will reach for the first time today. Now, bases loaded. The girl who's already got a double, a single, and a home run today. Riley Pescic comes up. About as dangerous as you can get. First pitch is out and away for a ball 1-0. Washington Husky comes in once more from the state of Washington. Started her college career in Montana. The 1-0. Called a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Out and away now, 2-1 the count to Pescic as the fielder, the rising senior again from Washington U. Fox Island, Washington, the former Gig Harbor Tide. Transferred to Washington in her sophomore year. She started 42 of 48 games that year. That one stays in the dirt now, 3-1. Sister Lena also plays ball at at Gig Harbor. Dad owned a home construction business and helped him build a batting cage and hoops area in their detached garage batch home. The 3-1. Check swing. Did she go? No, she did not. Ball 4. That'll walk in a run. 4-11 now your score. The run gets walked in. Another technically RBI for Pescic. And now it brings up Alyssa Balcom. 2 homers and a single already for her. Hits this one hard, shortstop side. It gets through into left field. 1 run will score. They'll try and send around McCool. The throw's a good one to home plate. McCool's out by a mile. The run will score, so it is 4-12, but that will end the inning. So Balcom with an RBI single. McCool does get cut down at the plate. That will end the inning. So 2 runners do get left stranded. Two come across the score. 4-12 now. We go to the top half of the 6th. Here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching Smokies and Bandits. Smokies lead 12-4 over this Bandit squad. We'll be right back at this quick break for the remainder of Game 2 here on Day 1 of the Phoenix City Collegiate League season. Top of the 6th inning we go. 12-4 your score. Smokies lead over the Bandits here as it'll be now a new pitcher on the mound. Alyssa Balcom will move from first base to the mound. Dana McCool will move in from right field to first. Laura Padgett will trade places with her. She will move from first base now to right field. So a couple of changes here. Padgett now makes her way into the lineup after coming into first base for a moment there. Balcom now will make her way onto the mound. Bandits come up here in the top of the 6th inning. 6, 7, and 8 will come to hit. It'll be Mason Calhoun who starts us off. First pitch to her is a big swing and a miss, 0-1. Falcom led Oakland this past season in walks and hits per innings pitched. 1.5, am I correct there? Should be. 0-1. Chopped to the first base side, knocked down by the new first baseman McCool, 1 away. Now it brings up Emmy Clark. 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out to short, a fly out to first base for 2 times up for the center fielder. Actually, we will have a new hitter. Not Emmy Clark. It'll be Olivia Thornton, who now steps up to the plate. She'll take a big hack at the outside fastball for 0-1. I apologize for that. I was trying to get everybody sorted there. Take the first pitch and swing through it for 0-1. The next one will be down inside for a ball, 1-1. Olivia Thornton, the rising junior from Queens University, the Division I school from Bentonville, Arkansas, former Bentonville West Wolverine. The 1-1 fouls it off the end of the bat. Down the line, that is a fair ball and a ground out to first, as that just straddled that right field line and just stays fair enough for it to count as an out. So another ground out to first, and now it brings up Kara Thomas. So a bit of a weird swing there that just unfortunately ends up being an out, as this one will be swung on and missed for 0-1. Thomas comes in for the 3rd time today. Single and a strikeout for her today. Now looking to see if she can get on for the 2nd time. The 0-1. Outside now, 1-1. Bobby Van would hit next if given the opportunity. Falcom, the 1-1 delivery. Down in the dirt now, 2-1. Falcom pitched a little bit last year as well during the summer. Unfortunately, that right wrist injury is what limited her during a lot of last summer. Gave her a couple of chances to still hit, but don't really do much in terms of pitching and fielding. That one stays down and away now, 3-1. Which is what kind of resulted in the likes of Anna Frazier, for those that remember last season, into getting kind of the call of, hey, can you pitch? And she went, absolutely, I can. Now the 3-1 from Falcom stays inside, ball 4. A runner will make it on here with 2 outs. As the walk, Thomas brings up Robbie Van. Van comes up now for her 3rd time today. An AIA product comes up now, 0 for 2. Did reach on a fielder's choice previously. Blown out to center her last time up. Takes a big swing at the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Fowler will get the chance to hit next if given the opportunity. Runner at first and 2 outs, though. Robbie Van will try and see if he can keep the inning alive. Down 4-12. Next pitch. Hammers this one foul, 0-2. Van now, who started this game as started the game as the designated hitter, moved to the mound, back to that hitter role once more. The 0-2 to her. Chops it towards the shortstop side. Picked up by Subin, though it's third. Throws the first in time for out number 3. And that will end the inning. No hits. 1 runner does reach, but not able to advance on the walk. No errors made. No runs will score. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching day 1 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season here in Game 2. Bandits down 4-12 to the Smokies. We'll be right back at this quick break for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bottom of the sixth inning we go. Smokies still lead 4-12. Here over this Bandits squad. Horner will come up to the plate here to start us off in this bottom of the sixth inning. Now with 7, 8, and 9 coming up for this Smoky squad. Simon will try and continue to pitch through this one here. That one bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Horner already 3 for 3, 3 straight singles, a run scored for her already here today. Or Paget, Macy Burkhart would hit next if given the chance. 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1. Good off speed by Zymet. Oregon State product comes up to the plate. Rising senior. Originally started at Shawnee State as an AIA player. Hit the transfer portal last season. Got the call from Oregon State to join them. Pitch just stays high, now 2-1. Right fielder now in left field here. Primarily pitcher with Oregon State. Did not appear in any games that I could find on my end of things. Granted, my skills might be lacking. Hit the short, picked up by Marisi. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Now it brings up Laura Paget for the 4th time here today. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the pitcher, trying to look for her first chance to get on base. First pitch from the left-hander. High in the zone for a ball 1-0. Paget, who primarily played in that first and corner outfield positions, now in right field after starting off as the DP, was moved to first base for a second there. 1-0. Takes it for a strike, 1-1. Burkhart would hit next, grounded out to second her last time up. It'll be the top of the order immediately after, and that would be Logan Curry, who already has 2 singles here today. 1-1. Takes it for a strike, 1-2. Paget, the former Crowder College product, going to transfer portal and able to join up with Evangel U in AIA school. And from Marshfield, Missouri, check swing fouls it off. So 1-2. 20 games last season, no errors. We got 1 start to her name, a .318 on base percentage. 18 at bats that she got last season. 1-2 from the left-hander. Stays high now, 2-2. So 1 out, nobody on here in this bottom half of the 6th inning. Bandits down 4-12. Smokies offense has come alive here in this one. Stays down and away now, full count for Laura Paget. Been a lot of the middle of the order that has done the most damage, it feels like. 5, 6, and 7 for this Smoky squad, including 1, 2, and 3. Dana McCool you can add in there, but this one's chopped foul by Paget. Still 3-2. Been primarily the likes of Pescic, Balcom, and Horner who have racked up the majority of the hits. Pescic 3 for 3 for the walk, a home run, a double, and a single. Balcom with 2 homers and 2 singles today. Next one's out and away. Paget on for the first time tonight as she gets herself a walk. Brings up Burkhart for the 2nd time now. Runner on with 1 out for the new catcher, Macy Burkhart. Jacksonville U product steps to the plate. The rising sophomore drives this one deep out to right center field. Goes all the way to the wall. Caught by the center fielder for out number 2. As colliding with the wall out there in center was the new center fielder, Olivia Thornton, and she went head first in the wall almost. A great grab by the center fielder to make it 2 away. The wind wasn't blowing in from center field. That ball had a chance to possibly go, but not going to be the case. And now it brings up the top half of the order as Logan Curry steps up for the 5th time. 2 outs, runner at first. Chops this one, shortstop side. Picked up, goes to second with it out there, and that will end the bottom of the sixth. We go to the top of the seventh. Bandits got one more attempt at this, down by 8, 4-12. Alyssa Balcom going to try and shut down the door. We'll go to the top half of the inning. Here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching, watching the Scenic City Collegiate League this 2026 summer season. Bandits down 4-12. Got one more chance at this one here on day one of game two. We'll be right back at this quick break. Top of the seventh inning we go. 12-4 your score. The Smokies still lead over the Bandits here. And trying to see if they can pull something together here. Found all 4 runs in that first inning. Have not been able to get on the board since. Smokies just trying to shut it down here and get themselves to 1-0 to start this Scenic City Collegiate League season. Bandits trying to avoid that. It'll be top of the order to lead us off. 1, 2, and 3, Fowler, Blaylock, and Marisi. Walking a single already today for Fowler. She has reached all 3 times she has made it to the plate today. She reached on a fielder's choice her second time. Hits this one sharply, first base side. McCole will pick it up. Out number 1. And I jinxed her. One away now here in the top of the seventh. Blaylock will step to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts swinging here today already. Run scored in that first inning thanks to the grand slam. Avery Dans now comes up. First pitch from Alyssa Balcom. Taken for a strike, 0-1. Looking to see if you can get through these final 2 innings, or these last 2 innings now. Lock down the first Smokies win of this 2026 summer season. The 0-1. Taken high in the zone for a strike, 0-2. He will hit next. 1 for 3 with a single already for her today. Blaylock just trying to see if she can collect her first hit of this season. 0-2. Stays high, 1-2. Saudi Daisy native steps in once more. She can do here. 1-2 from Balcom. On the outer half, called strike 3, 2 away. Now it brings up the shortstop, Marisi, once again. 2 outs, nobody on. Last chance here now for the Bandits. Balcom just trying to shut the door. Good so far here in this top half of the frame. Now it's the Georgia Tech product to the plate. Out and away for ball 1. One 0 from Balcom. Outer half for a strike. Now 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. It's the last opportunity here. Marietta, Georgia native, trying to see what she can do. 1-1 outside now, 2-1 to the shortstop. International affairs major. See what she can do here. Played 3 years at Kell High School. First team All-State her senior year. Takes that one in the dirt now, 3-1. Keep this team alive. Falcon again, just trying to shut it down here. 3-1 from the Oakland U product. Stays inside, ball 4. Marisi reaches for the second time today. This time via the walk, and now a runner on with 2 outs. Brings up Stanley, the right fielder. Allison Stanley steps in. Left-handed hitter, a strikeout, a single and a walk for her name here already. Scored in that first inning on the grand slam. First pitch to her is down in the dirt for ball 1. Marisi takes a couple strides but will not advance. Good speed over at first. Julia Marisi. Pinch runner. This one's fouled off for 1-1 last year as a freshman at Georgia Tech, but good work whenever she was in the field. 7 runs scored, committed no errors, obviously. 1-1 to Stanley. Hits this one sharply back up the middle into center field. That'll be a base knock. Now second and first, and the Bandits still staying alive. Stanley with her second hit of the game. Brings up Avery Dance, who already has a home run here in this ball game. Avery Dance, a grand slam her first time up. Struck out swinging and looking her last 2 times. Comes up with second and first and 2 away, trying to see if she can at least keep the Bandits alive. Balcom just trying to shut down the door after getting the first 2 quickly. Gives up a walk and a single right back up the middle. Now brings up the rising freshman. The catcher first baseman, committed to Cumberland University, the NAIA school. Silverdale Academy, the former Seahawk. See the first pitch. Fouls this one off 0-1. Macy Calhoun would get the chance to hit next if given the chance. 0 for 3 is she. And looking to see what she can do here. 0-1 from Balcom. Outer half, called a ball 1-1. Marisi at second, Stanley at first. 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Two outs, runners at second and first, still 4-12 your score. Bandits find themselves down to the Smoky. Balcom trying to get out of it. 1-2. Stays high, now 2-2. Balcom just trying to shut the door. One of the best pitchers last year at Oakland University. The 2-2 on the outer half, a ball, full count. Runners will be on the go here. 3-2, 2 outs, second and first. The next pitch from Balcom. Down inside, bases are loaded. With 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And it brings up Macy Calhoun. So after getting the first 2 cleanly, a walk, a single, and a second walk have now loaded the bases for Alyssa Balcom to deal with. Brings up Calhoun, who sees the first one away for ball 1. Trying to settle in here and get this final out. Olivia Thornton would be the next one to hit, and that's someone you probably don't want to see. You're Alyssa Balcom as this one chopped second base side, knocked down to first in time, and that will end the ball game. 4-12 the final. Smokies start their Scenic City Collegiate League 2026 summer off with a bang. 12-4, they take it over the Bandits. They get themselves the 1-0. Bandits fall here for their first game of this summer. Claire Ferris will take the loss, unfortunately, in her 2 innings of work. She gives up 5 in that first inning. Crossman will take the win through her first 3. Shamblin and Balcom go the next 2 and 2 to help out with the win. Robbie Van goes 2 innings after Ferris. Simon goes after 2 after her. Smokies unload for 12 runs in the matchup. That will take it here. Both teams will be competing again tomorrow, as well as the Red Bats and the Smoky Mountain Rain. Tomorrow's matchup, as it currently stands, 9 a.m. will be Bandits versus Red Bats. Smokies will take on the Rain at 11:30. And then on Sunday, 10 a.m. start time, Smokies play Bandits, and we'll have a 7:30 night matchup. Bandits will play the Rain at 7:30 on Sunday evening. So for tomorrow morning, 9 and 11:30. That'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Janet Tate Stadium in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here for day 1, game 2. Bandits fall to the Smokies 12-4. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all here this morning. Hope to talk to you all again here soon. Have a good night.